It's just about time to bring you another NFL matchup. Kickoff is just around the corner. Tom Hammond here, folks, with my partner, Chris Collinsworth. The Bengals and the Cowboys
are set to play for the Super Bowl championship.
Well, if you love the game the way I do, this has to be just so exciting for you. I love the atmosphere, all the fans, even the halftime show. Everything about the Super Bowl is great.
I'd like to remind you that our game is being presented in part by Snickers.
Folk is just about ready to put his leg into this one. Booming kick. Fields it at the 1.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Drops back on first down. Pass is complete. Watkins drops in at the 32. Coles gains a handful of yards on that reception. Second down and 5 to go. High formation here.
So the quarterback keeper is the call, and the defense sniffed it out perfectly.
Third down and long coming up here. The Cowboys line up with a nickelback. Back to throw. Has a man deep. Here's the throw. Almost picked. He can't bring that one in. That would have been a heck of a catch.
A smart coach would punt the ball here.
The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys controlling the line of scrimmage made the difference there.
The Bengals go with a 4-man front.
He's dropped for a loss. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance to run like that.
Jonty gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss.
Well, that gets a little embarrassing. Anytime you spend all week working on a play and it comes out like that, give the defense a little credit, but that was bad.
They'll bring in their dime package. Pass completed. What a play.
That ball was just placed so perfectly in there. That makes it easy on a wideout.
Ball on the 46-yard line. They line up in the I formation. First down, looking to throw. The 30.
They get another first down here.
Well, they're not really doing anything fancy. This is just good old-fashioned drop back, find the open zone, and work it in there.
Cincinnati doesn't appear to have enough speed on the field to match up against these 5 lineups.
Pass is complete, and he picks up about 4.
You should stop him with this play.
Down inside the 15.
The Cincinnati Bengals
come out in a 4-3.
Here's the halfback. He's hit hard on the play.
And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from it.
Here's the give. They'll score. Touchdown. I'm so impressed by this guy's ability to find the end zone.
Yeah, the bottom line is the game is still about scoring touchdowns. And how many times have we seen a defense make a stand down on the goal line and completely change the momentum of the game?
Folk puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. Dallas is up a touchdown. Dallas looks ready to kick it away. He gets his leg into this one. Fields it at the goal line.
They forced a 3 and out on the last series.
Keep an eye on the safeties. Take advantage of the spots where the defense looks soft.
Ball on their own 24. They line up in the I formation. Drops back on first down, and the bomb is away. It's complete.
And when you start to hit a couple of big pass plays, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. They no longer feel quite as brave coming up and defending those short passes.
Here's a counter play. Brought down behind the line by Ware.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
They're in field goal range.
I don't know, Tom. Didn't look like he hit the hole with very much conviction on that run.
So on third down, they'll have to get it past the 9 to convert for the first. They'll go from the shotgun. And he caught it. The take. What a shot! Good yardage that time on the pass.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
The Dallas Cowboys bring in the nickel package. He drops back to pass. All kinds of pressure. Tries for the end zone. Palmer might have been shaken up a bit on the play. With one in the books for this Super Bowl, our score is the Dallas Cowboys 7. The Cincinnati Bengals 0.
You're in a good position here. Get the snap, drop back, and let your guys get open. Don't force anything.
The Cowboys line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. Drops back to pass. And it's caught. We'll see if the defense can make another stop here on third down.
Yeah, that sets it up now for third down. We always talk about third down conversions, but if you have good second down plays, it gives you a chance to get into some blitz packages now on third down.
They give it to the tailback. Nice play fake. He'll try the end zone. Drops the sure pick. The quarterback made a poor decision right there and almost saw this drive come to a screeching halt.
I'm not sure if the defender didn't get a little case of the alligator arms there. Maybe he was thinking he was going to get hit and just couldn't come up with the catch.
And the snap goes right to the back. Touchdown, Bengals. Perfect time to go with the run. What a touchdown.
They just ran it right at him, didn't they? And they were not going to be stopped on that one. Nice job up front by the offensive line to control the point of attack. They got an excellent push right from the snap, and the running back did the rest.
And the point after is good. Cincinnati looks ready to kick it away. The kick is away. Fields it at the 7.
The defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
Give this defense a shot.
The Dallas Cowboys line up with 3 receivers bunch. Pass completed. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open man.
As a receiver, when you go against a zone defense, it's much more about recognition and knowing where the holes in that zone defense are. That time the receiver executed perfectly and found the open spot.
And he was hit right when he passed the ball.
Boom! This defense will stop him for sure.
The Bengals line up in a 4-3.
On the ground with a takedown.
The defense held their position and didn't let him get away on that one.
3rd and 8. The Cincinnati Bengals bring in the nickel package. He drops back to pass. It's completed. The defense was right there to bring him down just about as soon as he made the catch on that.
Clever play that time defensively. It looked like he was going to be open quickly for the catch and the first down. They closed in, made the tackle, and that brings up 4th down.
McBriar is waiting for the snap. Coles is back deep to return the punt.
this to the inside. You just need to run that clock down.
Ball on the 9-yard line. They line up in an I.
Green, 58.
A little misdirection. The 20. The 30. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Rourke Dunn is a tough guy. He can take an inside handoff and bounce it to the outside or just go outside. But he's also very effective running the ball between the tackles.
He looks to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's there.
There's no question that when you talk about the classic drop-back pocket passers, Carson Palmer is right there at the top of the list with the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady. This guy is just going to get better and better. He is a franchise quarterback that I believe will win multiple Super Bowls before he's done.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Boy, there aren't many quarterbacks in the NFL that I'd take ahead of Carson Palmer. When this guy sees an open receiver and he decides to cut it loose, it gets in there so fast. I think he is an incredible talent.
Point after is good. That'll give them a one-possession lead. Cincinnati looks ready to kick it away. Not a bad kick. Takes it at the 15.
Big drive now for the offense. The last thing in the world you can afford to have happen now is a 3 and out. You've already given up a touchdown, a 3 and out here, and you're in trouble.
The Dallas Cowboys come out in bunch formation. Here's a counter play. Drops back to pass. Pass is complete. The defense was in great position to stop that play short, bringing up a third down situation.
And when I saw the quarterback drop back that time, I really thought they had something going, but they closed quickly and made a nice play defensively to bring up this third down.
And they'll be in a hurry here, trying to set the pace of the game. Touchdown, Cowboys. Romo watched his receiver get some room and got it to him for 6. The extra point to tie this game up. Folk puts it through to tie the game. Dallas gets ready to kick it away. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Be efficient here. You can't afford to let time slip away from you.
Ball on their own 20. Dunn lines up as the deep back. I formation. Drops back on first down. He lays it out there. And he catches it. Palmer read that blitz perfectly, almost turning it into a touchdown.
And, Tom, we saw them working on this one in practice. They were anticipating blitz. They knew exactly what they were going to bring. That time they caught him in it and burned him big.
For the score. Touchdown, Bengals.
He was blanketed in the end zone, but still comes away with a touchdown.
You better kick it here.
Graham lining up for the point after. And the point after is good. Cincinnati in control. Cincinnati looks ready to kick it away. He kicks it. Fields it at the 13.
The defense looks to rebound after that last effort when they allowed a touchdown.
1st and 10.
The Bengals go with a 4-man front.
They'll throw on first down. He couldn't hang on to it.
Well, he really made about half a play on that one. That one should have been intercepted.
The Cincinnati Bengals line up in a 4-3. He drops back. Pump fake. Pass is complete. Beautiful touch pass by the quarterback.
And I always thought that was one of the toughest throws for a quarterback to make. You get in there and you're so intense, and to try and put that sort of deft little touch on the ball, that's hard.
They'll go from the I formation. He looks to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Number 83 was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt.
Try this one.
Nickel defense. Drops back. Incomplete pass. Witten wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. The Bengals bring in their quarter defensive package. Back to pass. It's incomplete. Williams wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. Drive stalls, and they'll bring the putter in for a second time. And this one will go for a touchback.
Run the ball, get up slow, and keep the clock moving.
Cowboys, 72. Gray, 28.
Little handoff. The 30. No one in front of him. The 30, the 20, the 10. Dives, touchdown.
Right here, you just got to kick the ball and take the points.
Graham lining up for the point after. Graham is good on the point after. And as we head to halftime, the Cincinnati Bengals 28, the Cowboys 14. Dallas will get the ball to begin the second half. And here's the kick. Fields it at the 11.
No time to fool around now. You have to get the ball into your star players' hands, and they have to create some big plays because time is really becoming a factor.
The Bengals come out in a 4-3.
The defensive backs move in closer. He looks to throw on first down. It's completed. That was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, great throw, but maybe even a better read. He understood by watching what the defense did after the snap of the football exactly where to go with that ball.
Romo sends one of his guys in motion. Here's the give.
And you try to keep your offense on schedule. Anytime you take a penalty, it's just so much harder to pick up a first down.
Ace backfield this time. Drops back on first down. And the pass falls incomplete.
And it's not often you see the tight end drop a pass like that. That was thrown in there perfectly, and he just couldn't hang on.
The Cincinnati Bengals line up with a nickelback. Drops back to pass. Pass completed. Austin gains 7 yards with the catch. They'll need to get it past the 14-yard line to convert for the first down. The Cowboys line up with 5 receivers. He drops back to pass. Pass is complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
They were faced with 3rd and a mile, but converted for a touchdown.
lining up for the point after. Up and good. Dallas gets ready to kick it away. Kicks this one deep.
Can take complete control of this game if they can get this one into the end zone.
It's right. The 40. Steps out at the 30-yard line. And that guy just showed his breakaway speed there.
Pretty impressive stuff. As a back, you have to just keep slamming it in there, believing that hole's going to be there eventually. That time it was, and he took advantage.
On play action.
Well, you can see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
Palmer back in the shotgun.
64.
He drops back. The back makes the catch, and he has the lead. Dunn picks up about 4 yards with the catch.
Take a good look at the first down line. Then keep that spot in mind because you have to get there.
The Cowboys line up with a nickel back. Palmer sends one of his guys in motion.
Riverside.
They go with the pitch to the right.
Well, if you can get that block on the edge out there, when you have a guy with this kind of speed and quickness, it just makes that play so much easier. And defensive coordinators go crazy. That's the one thing any defense should be able to do is contain that outside pitch.
Looks to his left. Plays it up there. Touchdown, Bengals. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
Graham lining up for the point after. Point after is good. Number 10 tees up the ball and looks ready to kick it deep. He kicks it off. Fields it at the 13.
They have time to get this done here. And I always thought it was a great situation for an offense because defenses tend to play a little more cautious here. Gives you a chance to get some momentum on your side.
Romo will line up with the shotgun formation. Drops back on first down. Pass is complete. Sawyer picked up the first down on that pass to the receiver.
Savvy little move that time by the receiver to pick up the first down.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
The Bengals go with a 4-man front.
They'll throw on first down. Falls incomplete. Austin was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt.
This defense looks good.
The Cincinnati Bengals line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. Back to pass. It's completed. Couldn't get anything out of that.
Give this defense a shot.
The Bengals bring in the nickel package. Drops back to pass. Pass is complete. And that one will go for a first. And so as we head to the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl, our score is the Cincinnati Bengals 35, the Dallas Cowboys 21. The Cincinnati Bengals begin this final quarter in field goal range, down by 2 scores.
The Bengals go with a 4-man front.
First down, looking to throw. Defense closing in. Passes. End zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Romo has done a great job leading this offense through the air as he connects once again for the score. He now has thrown for 20 on the season. Folk lining up for the point after. Could that have been a penalty?
Well, let's face it, punters are pretty good actors, and that one may not have won an Academy Award, but it may have gotten a nomination.
Through the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just a one-possession game, so now you'll see this offense go into their 4-minute offense. Basically now, their job is to eat up the rest of the clock and win the football.
The Cowboys bring in the nickel back, the 30. The back got some open field and was able to get a nice run.
You could just tell he was not going to the ground until he got past that first down marker. I really like the determination in this guy in picking up first downs.
Set, go, 64.
He looks to throw on first down. He throws it. James has the pick. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
They'll throw on first down under heavy pressure. Lack of concentration as it bounces away.
Well, if the wide receiver is not kicking himself, the quarterback or the head coach might be. That was an easy one.
The Cincinnati Bengals come out with 8 guys in the box. They go with a run. Gain of a handful.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
The 20-yard line would net them a first here on this third down play. 5 DBs on the field. Tosses left. The 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. The back just found some daylight and got it in for 6.
I always say making the hole is the hard part. If you give any one of a number of backs a hole that size, they're going to be able to pop it in there for a touchdown. Nice blocking there by the big guys.
Extra point is good. And they're able to tie it up.
Great situation for the offense now. The score is tied. You have the ball offensively, so you want to do a couple of things now. Obviously, you want to try and go get some points on the board, but you also want to eat up that clock.
Fields it at the goal line.
Time for the quarterback to earn those big bucks right now. Perfect situation. You're in control of the ball. The clock is on your side. Take your team down the field. Make a name for yourself.
The Cowboys bring in the nickel back. First down, looking to throw. He lays it out there. Tipped away. Trying to make something happen, or was that just a bad pass?
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver, and didn't make the right move.
Dunn looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
All you need to do here is run some clock. Run the football up the middle.
Silver, 19. Purple, 49. Purple, 49.
Palmer back in the shotgun for this one. Moves forward. Deep shot, right side. The deep pass is complete.
And the worst part was you could see the defender thought he had him covered at one time, but there's just no match for that kind of speed.
Set. Purple, 49.
He looks to throw on first down.
Throwing to the end zone, trying to break the tie.
The deep pass is broken up. The ball was tipped at the last moment.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
One man backfield.
19. Goal, 64. Silver, 19. Silver, 19. Goal, 64.
Drops back to pass. Deep pass. Lays it out there. End zone.
Looking to break the tie.
I know you want to be cautious in the red zone, but that was a little too cautious. You have to give your receiver a chance.
The Dallas Cowboys line up with a nickel back to pass. And the pass falls incomplete.
Boy, that was a big hit. I'm not surprised at all he couldn't hold on to that one.
Be patient out there. When you see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But don't force it.
Set.
to the back. At the 30, the 20. So they run it on 4th down, and they pick up a big first.
4th down conversions, you're just thinking, okay, can I just pick up this 1st down, keep the drive alive, and then you break one off like that? Oh, man, that's impressive.
They snap it to the back. Hands it off. Brought down at the 12-yard line. He's there again for his 5th tackle of the game. Scott gets 3 yards on the carry.
I'm thinking I'd just run it right at him. Run the ball, get up slow, and keep the clock moving.
Set.
Palmer sends one of his guys in motion.
Go. 64.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Great penetration there.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
3rd down now. They'll have to get it past the 5 to convert for the 1st down. The offense faces another 3rd down situation here as they line up.
Throwing to the end zone, trying to break the tie.
Touchdown, Bengals. That'll hurt their chances of winning this thing, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet.
Oh, no, there's still plenty of time left in this one. This offense has plenty of firepower to get back and win this game.
Graham lining up for the point after. And the point after is good. Cincinnati is up a score. Number 10 places the ball on the tee and will get ready to kick this one off. The kick. From the 7.
They have time to get this done here. And I always thought it was a great situation for an offense because defenses tend to play a little more cautious here. Gives you a chance to get some momentum on your side.
Romo back in the shotgun. First down, looking to throw. Going for it all. The 40, the 30, the 20, open field ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's a huge play by the quarterback.
And they look to tie things up. The point after is good. Folk lines up to kick this one away. Good distance on the kick. Fields it at the 1.
At this point in the game, a field goal or a touchdown wins it for you. So now a nice methodical drive down the field. But don't be afraid to take some shots. A lot of times defenses try and create some things, some pressure. Gives you a chance for a big play.
Drops back on 1st down. He goes deep this time. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bengals. Palmer found the open man, and they get the score.
Right here, you just got to kick the ball and take the points.
Graham lining up for the point after. And the point after is good. Cincinnati is up a touchdown. Number 10 has his team lined up for the kickoff. Booming kick. Fields it at the goal line. They'll take over at the 25. The Bengals bring in their dime package. Romo sends one of his guys in motion. First down, looking to throw. Drops the easy pick. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at 2nd down. The defense is in the dive. He drops it back to pass. And it's incomplete. The quarterback did a nice job of avoiding the sack.
Yeah, but you have to be careful making that throw. Sometimes those are easily intercepted. You did a good job getting out of there, but that throw was dangerous.
Drops back to pass. And it's caught. And they get him at the 35-yard line. After 8 tackles, you can say he clearly has a nose for the ball. They hurry back to the line. Short pass. The back makes the catch, and he has a lane. Steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Back to the line, but nothing more. They'll work from the shotgun. Drops back. The Cincinnati Bengals bring in their dime package. They'll throw on first down. He pump fakes. Throws the deep pass. Well, that pass will give them a fresh set of down.
This is going to be one incredible finish to this game. Here it is, all on the line. They've been playing all day, and it comes down to this to see who's going to come out on top.
And that will be the conclusion of this game. Our final score is the Cincinnati Bengals 49, the Dallas Cowboys 42.